I'm just glad the Valtrax cleared it up for you.
Okay. Do I have to is that a pill or do I?
I don't fucking know. I've never had any use for it. I'm just glad that DJ's better now.
Yeah, I've been using that combined with Travado for men. Or
Travado is
for prep.
last name.
What was it? What is that? What?
Don't forget to grab your blue chew.
Oh man, shout out to the blue chews.
I'm just saying that seeing that red thing in the window behind your house really sparked something.
Bro, from the window to the wall. That thing was huge.
I got this dick.
So they moved it closer to the window. So it's just like, and it's full on like red old penis, and like it's insane. Like it's like
veins and all.
On purpose.
I'm actually surprised Mark hasn't said the red rocket since then.
That's your phrase. You want me to send you the picture?
No.
Red rocket, red rocket.
We should do like a parody of like damn, what's that shit? The Shining, and instead of red rum, we'll be like
red rocket, red rocket.
I guess not.
I'm for it.
If you could remake any movie but as a comedy, what would it be?
People Under the Stairs.
That's with the cat people? That's with the cat people?
No, that's with the kids that are kidnapped and held under the stairs forever, and they kind of slightly mutate. And crazy mom and dad.
Speak no evil, hear no evil.
Yeah.
See no evil.
So you would turn that into a comedy?
Dog's dead.
Nice.
Yeah. Run, fool, run.
What about you, Mark?
People Under the Stairs.
People Under the Stairs. A comedy, a
It's
double
unanimous. Let's do this.
What about you, Nick?
I'm gonna have to say, because I've been waiting actually for them to remake it. Hear me out.
I'm hearing you out. Hold on, let me get my boo ready. Hold on.
You ready? Maniac Cop.
Oh,
congratulations! You played yourself.
Hit the boo, DJ.
Yo,
Wide whistle of the boo.
Speaking of Maniac Cop, 2025 is going to be the year of Maniac Cop. At the New York Toy Fair, some company, I forgot the name of it, the first ever Matt Cordell action figure. It's based on Matt Cordell from Maniac Cop 2, but I'm not too jazzed about. But the first ever Matt Cordell action figure. You know how many people sent me that post that day?
4.
No. 400. Like literally everyone. I'm single-handedly keeping the legacy of Maniac Cop alive.
Someone's got to do it.
Well, me and Daredevil.
Well, you got a lot of Maniac Cop fans along with you, right? DVH is one.
He's created some along the way.
Pops
is a big Maniac.
Pops like it, yeah.
And
Pops is the Maniac Cop.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
Started a whole career for that guy. He was inspired.
Beckerman likes Maniac Cop. He was at somebody's 30th birthday party that Robert Zadar hosted, and Beckerman had to drive him home. Robert Zadar, the actor behind Maniac Cop, with the huge jaw. My man was giggity before giggity. Oh man, I guess let's play this intro. Hold on, let's. Where's the intro? I'm gonna play the intro right now. Hold on.
Tuesday. Fuck that Philly Tuesday. Fuck Meek Mill. And fuck Joe Biden. Yo, Philly, you can feel these nuts. When niggas catch you in Philly, we gon' fuck you up. I'll wipe my fucking ass with that. Fucking beat. Smoke some weed. Let's go. Let's go. Joel and B, we sending your ass to China, so get ready to pack the fuck up. Yo, let's go, Dr. DiVincenzo, the Italian fucking Italian. We are the New York Knicks. Suck on the New York Knicks. Go New York, go New York, go. If I had a sister, I'd let Jalen Brunson and the entire New York Knicks run a fucking train on her.
That's Triz Nathaniel to you.
Perfectly balanced.
What's crazy is the guy who went buck wild with the nose ring and everything. He's got like a macrame vest on. Who wears that?
Confident people.
Yeah, who says macrame?
Winners.
I don't even know what that is. Could you explain what?
I'm sorry, bedazzled. There you go.
I'm at a loss for words, sir. Macrame?
The vest.
Let's watch that entire thing again, just so I can. No, I'm just kidding. Macrame, Jesus Christ! I've never heard that term before.
You never had a grandma who sewed or anything like that?
I've never had a grandma.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Slide whistle.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, slide whistle on my dead grandma. Oh shit, dog. You've reached a new low, Nick. You reached a new low. Let's say what's up to everybody in the chat. Joe Michaels was cracking. He saw The Working Man with Jason Statham. He gave it an 8 out of 10, which that's getting good press. It's like they're comparing it to an old school 80s movie with just like a high body count and fucking violence. Which
is that in the theaters or is that straight to?
Nah, it's in the theaters. Came out Thursday. Joe Mike was in the building. John, what's going on, John? I know John is probably out there at WonderCon. Good to see you. Tab, what's going on, my guy?
Cans.
Oh yeah, with the Eric ash cans. John, what's going on? Mrs. Linx was cracking. Brian Barrick in the building. YouTube comic people, what's up? Is this where the Cockick people come are gathering tonight? The Cockick book? The Cockick?
Shout out to the Cockick book people.
Yeah. The Kokich? All right, shout out to those people. Welcome, YouTube comic people. Painted Pages in the building. Collectibles to Astonish in the building. My guy Andrew in the building. Collecting with Durs. Yo, I had collecting with Durs. I had to be like, yo, Durs, stop sending me your whatnot shit, dude. I follow you. I follow you, Durs. He was just sending me all his whatnot shit. I'm like, yo, dog, come on. I follow you. I sent the post that day. Yeah, you were one of the Maniac Cop people. You was just like, yo, I'm pretty sure DJ Linx doesn't follow this Maniac Cop news. Let me break it to him. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I like how you're offended that people thought you needed to know.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Sometimes I'll be like, big news, right? Shout out to and God bless all the people, the tragedy that happened in Thailand with the big earthquake, the 7.7 earthquake. Big news. At least 10 people sent me the post like, yo, check out what happened in Thailand. I'm like, bro, like this is worldwide news. Like, but I appreciate it though. Ruby G in the house. My guy Nelson, what is going on, dog? Good to see you this weekend. Remy Q Studios in the building. Joe Michaels, I have comic issues. What's going on?
Nice microphone.
Sending daily posts now.
Get him, Durs. Get him, Durs.
Yo, that's the best way to get on the restricted list, sir. That's the best way to get on the restricted list. You and Kenny Berg. Yo. First of all, I want to apologize to Remy Q Studios and Legion of Comics, not to you, Nick, because you didn't bring this up. You guys brought up last week the pyramids, and I had no idea what you guys were talking about.
So I'm still posting about it. Like I just shared in my story, like right before we went on, even stuff about that. Like,
yo, let's get into it, though.
Dan Richards, Jimmy Corsetti was on a panel with Milo Rossum.
He's like, fuck the pyramids. You see what I mean?
Yeah, and that ridiculous dweeb Flint Dibble all on a panel together, which was wildly more respectable than I would have assumed it would be. But it was ridiculous.
Was this the one on Pierce?
Yeah. Worth watching if you've dug into, if you know these characters are.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's important to understand who these people are, to understand like how big of a deal it is to see them all sharing a panel together. And it's also like very revealing that despite like what would appear to be like rivalries between them, like those rivalries are very one-sided. And when I say one, I just mean Flint Dibble. He's a real life douchebag. But
is that the guy that had on like the hat and all that?
Indiana Jones whack job that studies seeds and thinks he's a professional to talk on anything.
Oh, that's the dude that was on Joe Rogan with Graham Hancock.
Busted for lying through his teeth on that podcast with Graham Hancock.
That fucking dweeb.
Completely taken to pieces. And it was Dan Richards that took him to pieces and turned over all the fact checking with receipts back to Joe and then he ended up inviting Dan on with Jimmy.
What's up, Mike? You guys believe this stuff? Remy, do you believe like the pyramid stuff? You're muted, dog.
Good point.
Oh shit. Yo, it's me and you, dog. You believe this stuff?
And believe what about it? Because that's too big of a question.
100%. and this is for the sake of conversation.
Yeah.
It hasn't been proven.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I literally been talking this whole time, and that's what I get. I mean, literally the whole stream. I got to go back and try to figure out my little quips that I've been throwing in there for nothing this entire time.
Now that's called gumping it. When you're talking and your mic is off.
Yeah, that's gumping it.
Apparently, there's a volume button here.
I wonder how many people between last week and this week
Yeah,
to go figure out what gumping was. Oh, dude, no shade at all, comic people. I'm not. Trust me, I'm no one that judges people for typos.
Yeah,
back when you said,
I don't even have fingers.
That's it. That's where it's just.
Wow.
And I've got nothing.
I thought we got you mad, and you were just like, "F this." So, I was asking about believing in this because the science hasn't been proven, or it was like a paper that hasn't been peer reviewed, and there's like the mainstream archaeological scientists and all that stuff are refuting this out the gate. It is not possible. And then other people are like, yo, this is the greatest discovery of all time. Like, where do you fall?
In the middle, that you can see where all the knee-jerk reaction stuff, I think the knee-jerk reaction stuff is going to naturally be wrong, period. The establishment, they're saying it's not possible. That's crazy. They're proven wrong every day of the year for our entire lives. And there's countless examples you can pull, things that they said are not possible, can't be, blah, blah, blah. Göbekli Tepe is like everyone's favorite modern day example of how stupid the smart people can be. And then the people that are just saying, oh, look at this 3D model rendering of what this could be. That's what's under there. This is just saying, look what this could be kind of thing. The point is something's there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all we know. Something's there. The people that are trying to discredit it because there's a water table down there and LiDAR can't penetrate through water. Well, that's a red herring. That's a straw man. They never even said we're using the LiDAR that can't move through water. And keep in mind that they've scanned the pyramid itself and found the hidden chamber above the king's chamber 8 years ago. 8 years ago, they shot through granite and discovered a chamber that they still haven't excavated. So they've been able to scan through granite, the size of the pyramid, for 8 years. So yes, there is technology that does it, and it doesn't. So there's a lot of dishonesty of people just trying to be a voice in something
and just shitting on it right away.
Yeah.
Remy, where do you fall on the pyramid scandal? Yeah,
I mean, I'm all in. All in at this point. Oh no, 100%. I know you can. I can hear myself. I'm all in. I'm all in. I put all my chips on the table. I went all in. So yeah.
Ancient aliens, baby. I'm a believer. And then I saw your face. Now I'm a believer. I think all that stuff exists. I don't think it was aliens. Like for some reason, like with this whole thing, no one has mentioned aliens. They're just talking about other civilizations that prospered before they were taken out by a cataclysmic event. I was watching this video yesterday, and it was a military scientist dude that was talking, and he was talking about how that what is it called? It's blah blah aperture.
The radar.
Yeah, the SAR. So it's called SAR, and it's based on audio frequencies. And he was just like, scientifically, 1000% it can be done. All that stuff is tuned into different frequencies. And
it's not just audio; it's multiple. It's vibrational, and what it does is this is not ground penetrating radar like the knee jerk debunkers are trying to say. What this does is this pans across the surface of a ground, and it only penetrates about 3 centimeters deep. And what it does in the process of that is picks up on numerous data sets like vibrational, sound, and everything. And it takes all these multiple datas and it compiles them to create a 3D rendering or an image of what all this is giving you.
Mm-hmm.
But there is like the simple thing, like they did an aerial scan, and in order to get the images that they shared with us, they had to manipulate them to a degree to show us a side shot of what they're picking up. So there's been, no matter how you look at it, there's been a lot of having to manipulate data in order to get a rendering that's been done here. So it would be cool if they start cross-referencing and like showing their work. Take this, just shut people down, take this technology and go use it on known places, known things, and show them the result. Look, we just did it on this. You know what's down there, and look, it printed it out perfectly. We did the same shit over there, and this is what we're getting. We need to figure this out now.
And they should have a dedicated time slot, like at what date did we do this, at what date did we do that, so that you can see the progression of technology. Because if you go back to 1993, they were easily able to find the velociraptor below ground by using sonar technology. I mean, that was very easy to see in Jurassic Park. So we're talking decades ago. Decades.
The good thing about this too, because that's the whatever sonar, whatever aperture, radiation, topography, whatever, it's non-invasive, and it's coming from outer space, so they can't even be like, nah, you can't use it on the pyramids. It's like, we're in space, motherfucker. We can do whatever we want. So it's coming from there, and it's bouncing back the signal from there to the satellite, blah blah blah, which I think is cool. As a person that loves conspiracy theories, like I think like when you guys hit me with this last week, immediately when we got off after we were backstage, I went and I like watched 1,000 YouTube videos on this stuff. I was just like, hell yeah. And then it's like how they've spoken about things like this in history. So it's like the records of Amenti, or the halls of Amendi, whatever it's called. And it's just like underneath the pyramids, underneath those cylindrical things where all the knowledge and the records are stored that used to be in Atlantis, but Atlantis was just like Krypton, and they moved everything there. And it's been like the Edgar Casey stuff that he was just like, yo, there's all this stuff is down there. I don't know, as a conspiracy.
Just think like, again, hypothetically,
hypothetically, let's throw that out there. Allegedly.
All this is just leaning into the theory. Like, let's just grant it is something there. It's true. Well, how do you explain it being down there? If it is this far down, we would be easy to assume that given enough time, down there wasn't always down there. You know, it's common knowledge that it's understood that the desert used to be the seafloor at some point. And if the younger Dryas, the comet theory is correct, which every day it looks more and more like that is correct, and a catastrophic world-changing event happened on that scale, stuff gets buried when that happens. The entire continents change their shapes when stuff like that happens. So it'd be easy to assume that what's down there was covered in a large scale to that degree, and not intentionally like Göbekli Tepe, which was intentionally buried, like just covered, and then time goes by and things move and change. And
if just to remind us of last week, if you can imagine everything that you have in your attic, and that's the roof.
Yeah.
Imagine what you find in the basement. That's all.
There's
always more shit in the basement.
That explains why there's no bodies in these burial tombs ever found. No, not one body ever found in these motherfucking burial tombs. But they're
not a burial tomb.
Skeletons are always in the basement.
Yeah, in the basement
or in the closet,
which is downstairs.
Oh, that's true. I hate having to go downstairs to the closet. Yo, but it just makes me so excited. And big shout out to Cat Williams. Yo, I feel like every conspiracy theory, everything is just happening all at once. It's like too much. JFK files, finding whatever, blah, all this stuff.
Can't talk about those.
Too much all at once, man.
Nick, I don't mean to interrupt. What time do you guys land on Thursday for Heroes?
Whenever I decide to.
I'm driving.
What time do you want us there, Nick? Honest question.
Well, I'm going to be there probably around 1. I'm just trying to find out.
Okay, then I'll be there around 1.
I'm busy at 1.
Shit, I think
I'll be checking into a hotel.
That is what that is.
What the hell's going on? Yo, MJ, what up, dog?
James.
Yo, yeah, like it's just crazy how everything is all coming together. 2025 is the year of disclosure, baby. Shout out to Dr. Stephen Greer, who was a guest on the Khloe Kardashian podcast, dog.
Ugh.
but think about it, Stephen Greer on the Khloe Kardashian fucking podcast. No, you're not a fan of the Kardashians, right?
No, where's Cliff at? He needs a backup here, brother.
You want to hear a real conversation with Stephen Greer?
Go
listen to him on the Sean Ryan podcast. He's been on there numerous times. Like, you get an actual conversation.
Yeah, Cat Williams is the real head of
Can the Kardashians even comprehend the depth of conversation that Stephen Greer's got? I'm not saying that they're too stupid to talk. I'm saying, like, when you're talking to someone like Stephen Greer, you have to come in with somewhat of a knowledge base to even have a forward conversation, or the whole time he's just trying to explain to catch you up.
Yeah, but who was it? It was Chloe, and she had like a knowledge base, like she's all
Hell
in.
yeah. She's into it. Then that would be
Yeah.
a fun conversation then.
No, it actually was. I saw the whole thing. But Stephen Greer, when he talks, he goes in with his whole preset agenda stuff that he's just like, and then he'll be like, "Oh, this is X. Let me explain it to you." And it's
Yeah,
like,
because like people like that have been in it so long, if they're coming to talk, they only have like the most recent stuff that's really sparking them. They have decades worth of stuff and situations and events and documents. It's the foundation of everything they're saying here. So if you're a novice, it can sound too fantastical to even play with.
Nick, you just started going down the conspiracy theory like rabbit hole and stuff like that. Are you still like on that? Pause. Nah, I'm sorry.
No, I've shifted over to unexplained scientific or psychological or
Discoveries.
Name one.
I can't. I listen to all to help me fall asleep, and then I don't really remember them.
Fake ass conspiracy theorists.
Dude, that's how you do it though. That's the gateway drug, is listening while you're going to bed. Yo, for one, you have the best streams. You have the best streams ever, because this is the kind of stuff that I've been listening to. Like, credit to Art Bell. That's where this comes from for me, is Coast to Coast. You know, Art Bell has been doing this and been gone now. Like, but he's the reason why so many of us have any interest in this stuff. But and I'm just laying there listening to those, and he never once tried to challenge or criticize his guests. He let them tell their story. That's the whole point of it, you know. And you know, you'll get interested in something and choose to find out more about it or not, but you'll at least hear somebody out.
Remy, don't do it.
Don't do what?
Oh, I thought you were gonna shut the microphone off.
No.
So let me ask you a question. Since you've been watching those videos and like undiscovered things or unexplainable stuff, what's one of the things that like stands out to you that you're like, oh shit, like that's like crazy? Like, for example, for me, like especially unexplained discoveries was when they found that hammer in Texas wrapped in coal that takes millions of years to develop. What?
Oh, the whole coal theory. Just I don't buy it.
No, why?
You just explained a perfect example why, for one, but like like some things just seem too big for my brain. Like the coal, how long it takes coal to form. The idea that all this oil is just old organic material of animals that died so long ago.
Yeah,
now they're just oil in the ground. Like, how fucking crazy. Like, some people might not want to hear this, but maybe, just maybe, intelligent design might just be true, because a lot of this stuff is just natural. Is just that's fucking bullshit.
I told Mrs. Linx if I go before her, I want her to, you know, put me in the gas tank and just drive off.
Of course, Austin.
Nick, what? Yeah.
No, like some of the stuff I listened to is like one of the videos I fell asleep to was like the strangest idea in science, quantum immortality. They say that you don't really die, like, and none of your cells really die, or
That's true.
Oh, you mean like we're just like a spirit having a human experience, and wherever we go after we die is where we came from?
We're in a meat vessel. Pause.
Where does your consciousness go when you go to sleep?
Yeah, we astral travel, dog.
Sometimes, depending on what you're listening to.
And then it'll go into like the Fallout video game icebergs, or severance theories that haven't been explained yet. So
we're gonna get into Severance. Remy Q, what's your favorite like conspiracy theory type deal?
Not speak on it right now, actually. Yeah, I'd rather not dig myself into that right now. Come back to me next week.
That's fair. DJ, what's yours?
Yeah, what's yours, DJ?
I'm afraid. I just said about the hammer and the coal, and I was just shitted on.
No, I agree with that. That's crazy. It debunks, in my opinion, it's strong evidence debunking a lot of traditional, conventional wisdom.
Like for me, it's all like the ancient civilization stuff, and I'm not talking about like aliens and shit like that. It's just like how Earth and life is cyclical. Like all this happened before at some level.
5 great die-outs confirmed by
Yeah.
mainstream science.
You mean from like the Big Bang up?
Yes, from Big Bang to now, there's been 5 great
Like
die-outs.
extinction level events.
Yeah.
And then with like all this, like for me, I believe all this stuff happened already. Like that doesn't mean I don't believe in like a higher power or anything like that. I just think like everything is like cyclical.
Or what's the one? Am I wrong in saying where the alien race lets us get to a certain point, and then when we get to a certain point, I think it's like create AI or something, and they come down and they kind of blow us all away and then restart us again?
Oh, when we get like
That was literally just in Prodigy, the newest volume of Prodigy. Remember with the AI that came down with the aliens? Like,
oh yeah, with this dude. Damn, what's his name?
if you take Prodigy, Slaves of Mars, and you take Volume 5 of Jupiter's Legacy, you got Mark Miller saying like, I'm a big conspiracy theorist with this ancient civilization.
Professor Crane, yes. Yeah. Mad Spidey throwing down the member for 31 months, dog. Speaking of membership, tonight we're going to give away the March Linx box, and that's going to be, let me see if I got a little graphic here just to show that. We're going to give this away later on. $250 credit to Ben Parker's Short Box store. So, Mad Spidey, thank you for being a member for that long, man. I appreciate you. Yeah. Comic books. What's your favorite theory, Mark?
Atlantis specifically, like the ancient civilization stuff, absolutely is that's one of the most captivating things, period. Because at this point, there's so much evidence to suggest it. Well, just enough evidence to suggest that what we claim to know is just absolutely bunk, completely bunk.
You said bunk.
I did because I didn't want to say fucking stupid. It's crazy.
Hey.
But Atlanta specifically has always just captivated me.
What up, Mark? Yeah, man. And that's why I think I was so excited when with this whole pyramid thing, and then they had the giant ass like squares at the bottom. Immediately I didn't think of like, oh, it's a power plant or something. I was just like, yo, that's the record hall, dog.
That would be crazy.
Yo, imagine that shit. What the fuck? Nick's about to land the plane.
Yo, if Nick had a sister.
Oh shit.
Tristan Nathaniel to you.
Oh shit. Yo, comic books, man. Hold on, let me check my agenda. Because Nick mentioned Severance. Last week was the finale of Severance.
Holy potatoes.
Oh, you up to date on that?
I just finished it, yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, I need more Nemesis. That's a bad mother jammer right there.
Yeah, they did the third volume of Nemesis comes right after that.
Are you so you read the first Mark sent you the first volume of Nemesis, right? The OG.
Fire.
Right. Yeah, it's untouchable, dude. It's insane.
It's literally one of my favorite stories of all time.
Your daughter's pregnant, and if you try to mess with it, she'll die. Like what?
Yeah.
And I read this, and I
was pregnant from your gay son.
From your gay son.
Yeah. Automatically want to reread Wanted.
Just imagine that, like how devious he really is. Like you give him some sleeping powder, sneak in. All right, let me get to work.
That's why you got to use that shake weight I was selling this morning.
Yeah, the Bluetooth one.
Yo, that's crazy. Rem, you got to read this Nemesis, dog. You got to find it online or something.
I'll bring it to Heroes with me, or I'll send them everything right now.
No, Remy, you need to read that shit today. Not wait till June. Yo, it's literally the great. Like, it's one of my favorite stories of all time because I just love depravity.
Yo, when Cordelia pulls in, brings in all the backup. Oh.
Yeah, I have started Nemesis, but I never finished it.
I just lost all respect for you, sir.
That damn polar bear, Nick.
You have the whole series, Rem?
No, I don't have the whole series.
All right. On the way to you tomorrow.
I started Nemesis and I stopped it. I lost all respect.
It's not that I stopped. It was the allure was that I'm such a kick-ass fan, and so Nemesis kind of fell right into place with that. But no, I was not able to tackle the whole thing.
It's super short. All those Mark Miller stories are super short.
Yeah, they're quick reads. Like
Yeah,
they
even one
flow.
sitting. Yeah,
Pace is crazy. Nemesis with the whole. Now I don't want to blow it up for him, but the plane thing where it was
Oh,
just
no.
like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? The whole time
Sheer
I'm like, what is
insanity.
wrong with this guy? Why?
Sheer insanity.
And they optioned it, right? Even though I don't think you can't make a movie out of this dude. It'll be so watered down.
I can't even like that. Amazon wouldn't even try to go full on Nemesis.
Well, he's got that whole thing option, hasn't he?
No, he sold Miller World to Netflix.
Oh, okay.
They're supposed to be working on Magic Order next.
Why is
But
it that people
delayed.
from New York don't know how to wear a ball cap? I disagree with you, Sledge. I don't even know what your take is, but I'm just going to disagree with you.
Bend the bill.
Bend the bill? What the hell?
Well, now I feel like I need to.
Not dog
I
chips.
got other
That's only if you're playing baseball. You bend the bill. Nemesis. Yo, did you guys obviously Mark read it that Batman 158 the Hush thing?
Hush too, yeah.
Yeah. You read it, Nick?
Not yet. I'm crawling up Batman Pause. I'm reading through Unlimited. I think I'm up to issue 146, 147.
You can skip all the chip stuff and just jump straight to this.
That's what I did. Like this is the first time I picked up a Batman title as opposed to just like the first appearance nonsense. And
Chip's run was fine. It had some goofy points, but it was pretty solid through and through. And then we get to Absolute Power. And then after Absolute Power, that last story arc was just a holdover just to get to Raven Lee. So you can literally just start with Hush 2. It's a jump on point. You miss nothing.
Well, I'm crawling through, and I'm not going to have Hush 2 until next month anyway, because I'm held back a month. So
why?
it's what the digital thing comes out. It's like it's behind a month.
Yeah, he does the unlimited, so everything's just 1 month back.
So sorry, we're gonna get into
like $5.99. He gets like all the comic books.
Did Hush live up to your expectations, Mark?
Yeah, absolutely. I was surprised, to be honest with you. I thought it'd be fun. I love a good gimmick, but I can see one coming, and that's what it felt like. But as soon as I opened the page, Jim Lee's artwork does not captivate me like it did in the early 2000s, but it's still Jim Lee's artwork. It still looks good. It's still better than 90% of the stuff out there in other monthly titles. So it felt right. The reading experience feels right. It's definitely Jeff Loeb. It's not worn out old mail-in Jeff Loeb, but you had some classic Joker antics out the gate. You get an ensemble cast out the gate. You get stakes out the gate, and you get the feeling of urgency right from the beginning, which are all key things that made the original Hush iconic. You know, you had a large cast, you had a formidable villain that was actually causing problems for Batman. It wasn't just the villain of the week. I have to solve the problem. Like when you saw Batman freak out and just shut down the Bat computer without even answering the question that was asked him, just immediately.
You're on to us.
Yeah, he's like, shut it down. But it felt good. It felt really good.
Yeah, for it because I never read the old Hush or whatever, so I read this and it was cool. Like the Jim Lee's art, it's like
You haven't read the old Hush at all?
What? Wait, what? It's only a 12-issue story. Pause reading this. It's very important that you read that, I think, because you can get your hands on it pretty easily. Read it in one sitting.
No, but I know the story, and then from the animated movie and all that.
The animated movie was literally the worst animated adaptation that's ever been made for the DC Universe stuff.
Oh wow! Speaking of
everyone who saw that hated it because they butchered the Hush story.
Oh, so I'll go back and I'll pick up the graphic novel. Rem, where are you with your animated saga?
I had to pause the DC animated saga for this week. I'm so entrenched in so many movies and shows. It's ridiculous. Like I can't even explain how literally like I end here and then I'm watching stuff, trying to stay up to like catch up for all this stuff. There's so many things.
You know what? I wasn't gonna do this, but we're gonna do this.
Oh God.
Remy mentioned shows. How about we do a TV show draft? Don't sound all excited.
I'm just wondering why there's a D, J, and M next to our names, but nothing next to Nick's.
Oh, because these are Nick's name is Nick. So we were going in alphabetical order, but this is not how we're going to start it right now. Because I think we did it like this last time.
Good. I'm glad you put those letters there because I was really unclear what your real names were.
Now we know.
I'm just saying, just for the audience, because I say we're doing it in alphabetical order.
Why don't you just put it in alphabetical order from Linx, Remy, Legion, Nick?
Yeah, I know. I'm an asshole. I don't know.
Because he wants
I'm
to
just
be
curious.
first. That's what he just
Yeah,
wants.
this is
No,
a cheat
no,
code.
no,
Let's
I'm
not
not-
get honest
look,
here.
I was first in the other one.
Bro, it's your show. I mean, you can do
No,
whatever.
no, it's not. It's our show. No, so who wants to go first now? Like, we'll just do this quick.
I think D should go first.
No, I don't want to go
Yeah.
first.
Yeah,
I don't
you should go
want-
first, DJ.
I
Don't want
think
to.
D should definitely go first.
No, I don't
You
want
should
to
go first.
You know what, Remy Q Studios, you go first, and then we're gonna do the snake draft that way.
Let's all vote to see who do we think
No,
that he
no,
gets to go
Remy
first?
Q.
We don't need to do a vote to do that. Let just DJ, you start. You're the first one on the list. Go for it.
No, Remy
First
Q.
one.
Go.
Boom.
With the last one.
You're the first one on the list. Go for it.
Just go for it. You're the first one. Just boom. Put one out there. TV show. Boom. Oh, I'm on here. Okay.
You got to put the J next to the Remy.
All right. Sweet. So we're doing. It is a TV show, right? Best
TV
TV show. Your favorite TV show.
Greatest TV show or your favorite TV show of all time?
Well, if Remy doesn't have to have a letter, I don't want a letter.
Yeah. Get rid of the letters. Let's keep this legit. We're
Oh,
going by
if
stage
you have-
names only.
If you had some parentheses, I want some parentheses.
Yeah. See. Let's make
Where's
this
the
even.
consistency in this?
All right. So for my first pick, I'm going old school. Tales from the Crypt.
Nice.
Ooh.
Good pick. Good pick. But we're not snaking the other way?
No, we're snaking this. Why Tales from the Crypt?
That was a phenomenal show. I loved it. It was back in the age of VHS. I had to tape that shit on Saturday night. HBO, yeah. I do not have that set, by the way.
Fun fact: that's
I need,
Chucky.
I need to get it.
Chucky does the voice from the Crypt Keeper.
Charles.
Brad Dourif.
Brad Dourif. Let's go. Looks like we're bowling. All right, I guess I go. My favorite TV show of all time is The Shield, not the Marvel one, the one with Vic Mackey. I don't know. That's not how you spell
Just
Mackey.
parentheses happy. The other one was Shield.
What's your deal with parentheses tonight?
I know.
Yeah, the other one was called Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., wasn't it?
All right, Legion.
I'm
S.H.I.E.L.D.
going strong here right out the gate with Game of Thrones. Never forget the Battle of the Bastards. The greatest episode of television that's ever been filmed, the Battle of the Bastards.
Oh, so good.
Hard Home was a good one too.
That's a good one.
Yo,
I have to go with this one because this one put TV on the map for me. It actually made me watch TV.
I want to guess what it is, but I don't want to say it just in case you.
yeah, just in case.
And I'm rewatching it now. There you go. Boom. Lost.
Damn, that didn't put TV on the map, but that's definitely. I thought you were going to
Wait,
say a different.
I
show.
never
Just
watched-
started.
He was gonna say
Just
Dick Van
started.
Dyke.
Other than sports, I never watched TV until I saw Lost. Until I
I thought
watched
Nick was going to say the Honeymooners because that's where he learned how to swim.
Bang,
in
Mark.
water.
Boom.
Just started that one.
So what you said, Lost?
Yeah, Lost is like that's in the top 3 of all time on anyone's list if they've seen it.
It's not on mine.
Yeah, but you have terrible taste.
You're
It's
absolutely
not,
right.
it's not in parentheses.
There's not parentheses.
No,
No
parentheses. What?
Lost. Like lost. Like
They
there's no,
lost
like,
the parentheses.
Do I snake back? Do I go first again
Yep.
now?
yeah,
Yep,
you-
Shield.
Oh, this
Move
is
your body like a snake, man.
I have to go with The Office.
that's a good one.
Oh.
All right. Hold on.
now who's snaking DJ?
I forgot to say this about the rules. This was supposed to be like dramatic 1 hour shows.
What? No, you can't do that.
What?
You can't change
No,
the
you
rules
said
now.
TV shows.
No, yeah. The Office. And because it's Nick, probably the British version.
British Office?
Ew.
That was good
No,
too.
I don't. We all disagree with your fake rules.
How
They're
many
about
people
to-
got past the first episode of the British version? That's what I want to know.
I don't think
They're
you-
about
I watched
to remake
one
it.
and was like,
They're about to remake it. I heard too.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Oh, yeah. I did see that. Oh, Tom Kassir was the Crypt Keeper. I thought it was Brad Dourif. Newhart. If someone picks a show, does that lock that show for? Yes, it does. You cannot repeat shows.
all right, Mark, you're up.
Oh, MASH.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
100% serious.
Yo, the one with
I
the
love that
timer in the
show.
bottom.
Every single episode, most of them numerous times. Like, I absolutely love that show.
Bro, MASH is the worst show in TV history.
I agree with you, DJ.
Thank
I
you,
agree
Remy
with you.
Studios. That's why we bond. MASH is the worst. That was like, yo, after the honeymooners, you knew it was bedtime when you heard the MASH theme music.
MASH came
Dude,
on.
if anyone's ever gotten into that show, it is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that one, like I said, Mark, the one where he's doing surgery and it's got the little timer in the corner.
Mm.
I'm gonna go ahead.
The one with the kid in the back of the convoy that they were trying to get through the danger zone. Like the numerous episodes of that will break your heart. When Colonel Henry left camp, finally getting to go home, and they all give him the big farewell, and like 10 minutes later, they get the phone call that he was shot down and killed.
Yep.
Like, dude, it's absolutely wild.
I guess I missed the important episodes because I was sleeping from the theme song.
Dude, it's freaking hilarious. The show is so funny. Klinger, Radar.
Came on at 11 o'clock, too.
Shout out to Jamie
It's been
Farr.
syndicated for so long. I don't see how people haven't seen more.
It came on over here. It came on at 11:30. It came on like the honeymooners was at 11, and then MASH came on right after.
I thought they put it on twice. That's when it was on channel 11, though. No.
Dude, the show's been on countless different time slots on stations over the years.
Yo, shout out to Mario Perillo from Perillo Tours of Italy. Oh shit, yo,
that was a good one.
Remy Q. Yo, I picked The Sopranos, one of the greatest shows of all time, and that cannot be refuted. That is without refute. No refute. None. Remy Q, what you got, dog?
Spartacus.
Spartacus, yes.
Off the rip.
Is it off the rip if it's second?
I actually thought Tales from the Crypt would be stolen before this. My turn next.
Yeah, your turn next, baby.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. That's a good one. Even though I was disappointed in the ending.
What?
Yeah. I was disappointed in the ending with fucking that whole last season with Jesse just constantly crying and me like, oh my God, Mr. White. I don't know. It just lost me.
As opposed to Soprano constantly crying over the last season.
Yo, don't ever disrespect Sopranos, dog.
Christopher!
I did it. I did.
She was a hooah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck you, you fucking hooah. I didn't. Yeah, I was seeing a clip. I saw a clip on IG where it was the part where Christopher was trying to come on to the Fed, Adriana's friend. And Adriana was just like, you said she had a nice ass. And he's like, I was trying to say something positive because she's your friend. It's like, yo, you're so stupid. Like making it Adriana's fault. It's my turn. Damn, I'm over here talking shit and it's my turn. I am going to go with, and you know what? I'm going to put this shit in all motherfucking caps, dog. Melrose Place.
And you give me shit about MASH and you type Melrose Place.
Melrose Place. Melrose Place.
Yes.
Melrose Place defined a generation. Michael Mancini is the definition of man. You look up man in the dictionary, you're going to see Michael Mancini, probably Crixus in some versions of the dictionary. Depends on which edition.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Remy Q, me and you are here, dog. Me and you are here. Go ahead, Legion, MASH.
Going with Justified.
Never saw Justified. That's
Raylan Gibbons. That's one with Timothy Oliphant and Walton Goggins. It's based on the Elmore Leonard books about Raylan Gibbons. Justified is amazing.
It wasn't HBO, it was FX.
FX.
Oh, it was FX?
Yeah, FX.
Why am I putting the fucking? Why am I putting the? Because you guys with the stupid parentheses. Now I want to throw bad parentheses over here. Justified. Yeah. Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah, you should watch that if you haven't seen it. It's so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it going with another Timothy Oliphant series with possibly the greatest character in Al Swearingen.
He's going Deadwood.
Going Deadwood.
Nice. Yeah, I've got the complete collection over there. That's amazing. Ian, what's his name? Ian McShane?
Ian McShane.
God, he's so good, man. What an actor.
That one little exchange he had with the Asian dude down the street.
The Joker. Nick, is this your favorite TV show or your nickname? Deadwood.
I'm going to keep it going in the HBO family with Succession.
Never saw it. Why Succession?
It had like the weirdest thing is like 4 seasons of it. It was great writing,
Mhm.
and it actually you did not like or cheer for anyone in that series. You wanted nobody to succeed. You wanted nobody to come through with what you hated everybody.
Mm.
But it was still great must-watch TV from week to week.
Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, that's a Taylor Sheridan show.
We got No Alf. Oh, was it?
Yeah.
We got Banshee. I don't know. What
Banshee was good. Banshee was good too.
What's that, Banshee?
That was with Anthony Starr, where he plays a criminal who takes over a cop's identity.
Mm. Westworld. All right, what do we got? Legion.
Going with Lioness.
I knew
Super new, but my God, if it isn't like the best thing I've seen in years, TV show wise.
Yeah, Lioness is the truth. Oh shit! I'm drawing a blank. What do we got? The Shield. We got the Sopranos. We
Not
got
the first time.
Damn. Son of a gun. Yeah, I'm drawing the ill blank. Oh, the X-Files, dog.
That's a good one.
Fringe was better.
Whoa.
Yo, you watch your mouth, dog. You watch your mouth. Shout out to what was his name? Fringe was mad good though.
Mm-hmm. But you're not going to top Mulder and Scully. You don't have Fringe without X-Files.
True.
You're not gonna top Mulder and Scully. I see what you did there. All right, Q.
Invincible.
Yes.
Ooh, the first animated
Did
show.
you finish third season, Rem?
What's that?
Did you finish the third season?
Absolutely. Couldn't wait. I was so excited. It's so good. I couldn't wait.
All right, Q.
My turn again?
Here's your last pick.
Oh, this is the last one? I usually got like 3 more. We should keep going. I'm going Yellowstone.
Is that good?
Fantastic.
It's on the Cox, so I don't have access to it. I wish it was on Paramount with all the other shit.
Do you want me to send you
The Cox?
keys? Yeah.
We'll talk off stream.
Okay. Just ignore the other names and faces. You'll know the one that you click on.
Oh man, it's me again.
Say something terrible so I can say a good one.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Deuce.
Ooh,
Spelled it wrong.
that's good. I haven't finished it, but that's
Yeah,
good.
I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna
Not completely caught up, but that is good.
You ready to drop the hammer?
Let's see this whack ass hammer.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah.
Mark, is it okay to not write in Philadelphia and just put
Not at
dot,
all.
dot, dot?
Not at all. Not at all. I want to see how you spell Philadelphia.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, for me, it was going to be one of those last two. My other choice was going to be this one at Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Nice. Dexter was rattling
Dexter,
around
yeah,
my head.
Dexter was
You know.
All right, so I don't know how to spell curb your dot, dot, dot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, these are our lists. Remy Q with Tales from the Crypt, Spartacus, Breaking Bad, Invincible, and Yellowstone. Me with The Shield, which is the greatest show ever. The Sopranos, the second greatest show ever. Melrose Place tied for the greatest show ever. The X-Files and The Deuce.
The 5-way tie.
Yeah, basically. Mark with Game of Thrones, MASH, the worst show in history, Justified, Lioness, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Banger list right
Nick
there.
with Lost on Channel 7, The Office from Channel 4, Deadwood on HBO, Succession on HBO, and Curb Your Enthusiasm on HBO.
It's a lot of HBO shows on there.
Sure is.
A lot of HBO shows.
HBO is without a doubt the greatest network.
For decades. They've been killing the game for decades.
Ever since you're
If y'all been watching Righteous Gemstones, fucking A.
I have to get on that.
Only
Your
3
VC on
episodes in.
TJ, it'll have you wearing Wranglers, flannels, boots, and a cowboy hat. Pass.
And then you can move to the south and start rapping.
Yo,
Oh wow.
my new. Yo, that shit was hard, dog. Benny Hill. We got Barry, which is a phenomenal show.
Great show, yeah.
Oh my god, how did I forget this? I'm such an idiot. All right, who do you think won this thing? Who has the best lineup?
Yeah, I think I won it.
No, I disagree with that. Who has the best lineup? I'm not gonna vote, but yeah, clearly my lineup is way better.
J-Med. What movie are you talking about, J-Med?
Jesus Christ, what the fuck are you doing?
Ricky
Air
said-
dicking.
Air dick.
Air dicking, yeah.
Yeah, when William H. Macy found out that he air dicks all the time.
Actual Dracula, I go Star Trek. Your list is null and void right there, sir. I'm not even gonna read the rest.
Oh, Homeland was another good one.
I've never seen it. Was that wrong, Remy?
We got 1 vote for Remy, 1 vote for Nick.
Actual Dracula says Nick wins. Yo, I'm not even trying to be funny. Sometimes, obviously, I just whatever. Yo, legit, I think Star Trek to me. Oh my god! Like if I did something bad and my parents wanted to punish me, they would sit me down and make me watch Star Trek, and I would sit there and cry. Like if I didn't finish my food, they would make me watch Star Trek.
Very seriously, though. Very seriously. Angel and I, 2 years ago, I think we watched Strange New Worlds. It's actually a good show.
Strange New World.
Yeah. It was next level nerd, and I announced it every time we talked about it, but it was good.
Kids in the Hall almost made it on this list. The Canadian sketch comedy show.
We got 2 Nicks and 2 Remys. Look at this. Yes.
Tales from the Crypt alone has to take it all. Tales from the Dark Side is better than Tales from the Crypt. I just
No.
Oh, God.
No,
Tales from the Dark Side is not better than
no.
how?
Excuse me while I grab all of my generic groceries from Lidl. Golly.
Actual Dracula says, first of all, Actual Dracula was nominated for Best Comedy Channel, so clearly this is comedy. Star Trek The Next Generation is the best show. G-Slapper, if you don't know this, you know nothing, you dishonorable topa. That must be some Star Trek nonsense. Oh, man, Actual Dracula. All right. Oh, man. That was fun. You dishonorable topa. Shout out to Captain Kirk. This was fun. What would have been your next choice? Dexter. Remy Q wins. Remy got the most votes. Remy, congratulations, you win.
Thank you. Oh, I usually don't win.
For your prize, we're gonna send you a hat with the bill like folded,
Oh,
like a real ball player.
no, just make sure it's the flattest one, and I'll curl it from.
There you go.
Yeah, just a couple of other ones that I would, but it's too new. Penguin would have been on there. The Bear would have been on there.
Oh, the Penguin was pretty good.
Oh, Penguin! I forgot about that. Yeah.
Severance would have been on there.
Oh my god, so good.
Penguin's hard because we're only a season in. So
That's how I feel about Severance. We got to see how this is going to play out.
You think about the other ones that we talked about are all like mega 7, 8
and
seasons.
most of them are wrapped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see how it all played out, and it's stuff that's still revisited, stuff that's still talked about.
Community was a good one.
Community was a good one too. Yep.
Community was mad good. In the Biblioteca. The Wire, I mentioned. They mentioned it in the chat a few times. I didn't put down The Wire for some reason. The Wire took a long time for it to get cooking in season 1. Like it heated up like episode 7.
The press, the newspaper, and the dock seasons for me really took me out.
Wow, and I enjoyed the dock season because I love shipping containers.
Oh, you're gonna say because you love docking.
I'm just a fan of shipping containers. Oh man, Austin LeMay with the blasphemy, Ted Lasso. Yeah, speaking of Ted Lasso, hold up, dog. I haven't thrown this shit in here mad long.
What we do in the shadows.
That shit is trash.
Whack ass Ted Lasso, and I haven't even seen it. Yo, Ancient Aliens, starring my guy George Tsoukalos. Yeah, all right. Let's transition, and then we got to do some giveaways and stuff, man. What did we miss this week?
Daredevil.
Before we get to that, though, this Avengers Doomsday announcement, marketing campaign, whatever you want to call it, was the worst thing in human history. Literally,
we all sat there for 6 hours watching damn chairs.
bro, watching chairs. I would have preferred a pole shift. Yo, that shit was the worst thing in history. At least we were like, it got everybody talking and joking around. What do you think about all these names in this thing and stuff? Avengers Doomsday announcements. Like, what do you think, Nick? Oh, Remy Q, what do you think about this? Because being that you raised your hand,
I think if you want to see
That's all it needs to be.
reaction, you should check out Let's Talk About It.
there you go.
Oh, Remy Q Studios.
All right, so Remy, if you want his answer, check out the episode of Let's Talk About It that just was right before this. Thank you, Remy Q. Nick, what was your thoughts?
Couple of surprises. I mean, the whole X-Men reveal was pretty great. And who wasn't?
The X-Men reveal really was the big part, though.
I
Who
just
wasn't on
got
it?
that.
hold up, Mark. Wait a minute. I want to see Remy Q get yelled at. Reminds me of
Oh, I'm not getting yelled at. She's just it's just now clicking what she saw.
Ooh,
So.
I'm about to make a name for myself.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I just got play.
Oh, you got headphones on.
Oh.
Go ahead, Mark.
So
I love when when you get serious just to be like,
I'm trying to think of the way to put it out there in fewer words. It felt like an ultimate act of desperation. There was a lot of bad decisions that were made in that. I say it's desperation for a couple of reasons. They announced the Thunderbolt cast minus Lady Taskmaster, which implies she doesn't make it through the movie that isn't released yet. They announced the Fantastic Four that exists, and part of the hype is that there's a potential they're on a different world and a different time, but they announced them in this, spoiling an aspect of that movie that's not out yet. That leans into desperation. They saw what they did with the final farewell for 20th Century Fox X-Men and Daredevil and Wolverine, and they know their brand is so tainted that all they can do is lean on nostalgia bait. So they announced the ones that weren't shown when Ian McKellen's Magneto, Professor X, James Marsden, Cyclops, and OG Mystique. So that's another ultimate act of desperation and nostalgia baiting. The fact that this movie announced 27 cast members, save for 4 of them, and a couple of them are legacy characters from other franchises. There's no female cast, so it does look like we're moving away.
I knew it, but
it does look like we're moving away from this MCU era, so maybe they're learning a thing or two, but what they're not putting into consideration is when we did something this big.
women, yucky.
Last time was Infinity War, when we did something this big. And all of the characters in Infinity War had franchises that they've been moving through for like almost 10 years when we got there. So we understood the characters, we understood their motivations, we understood what was driving them. When we saw them for the first time, we had an idea of why they're there and what they're thinking and what they're doing in their timeline. None of these characters have that. 27 characters, and none of them have any plot whatsoever. And they're just going to stuff them in here with a Robert Downey Jr. Dr. Doom that has no plot, and they're going to try to make this make fucking sense. This is crazy. Crazy.
Nick, what are your thoughts before I school this guy?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Mark. A lot of characters I don't care about.
I gotta swallow you too, I guess.
Most of the X-Men characters. I mean, Rebecca Romaine is 62 years old.
You remember her outfit, Nick, and last time you saw her in an X-Men movie?
Hold up, are you serious?
No, say with me. Remember her outfit last time you seen her?
It ain't gonna be like that this time.
It's gonna be down to her fucking knees, my dude.
She's 62, seriously?
62 years old, yep.
Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah, the
Rebecca Romaine
Stamos, but years ago,
62.
decades ago, she used to have a different last name.
Yeah, I mean,
forget people age. I'm over here.
I'm surprised. Like I said, I was surprised that there was no Spider-Man. There was no Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
That would have probably blew the doors off. But I mean, it's what we expected anyway.
AI tits. No, I disagree with AI tits, Trev. Sorry.
Let's go. AI tits.
No AI tits. I was not excited by this announcement, the marketing behind this. I think it was dumb, especially when you got 2 movies coming out with Thunderbolts. So, everybody survives. So there's literally no stakes. I hated that. Minus Taskmaster. I hated that.
I don't think anybody cares about that.
I'm really excited for Thunderbolts, dog.
That's the desperation thing, Nick.
I hated it. I hated everything about the announcement. I hated Robert Downey Jr. walking out. I love that while this was going on, we were in the chat wilding. Like I thought that was super cool. It screams of desperation. There was a beautiful love letter at the end of Deadpool and Wolverine to that 20th century X-Men cast. Like, awesome. What they did to Professor X in Doctor Strange, they killed him off. So what's the point? Unless all these characters they're going to use as Doctor Doom fodder, and he's just going to kill them all off. So that's what I'm guessing. Yes, Remy Q Studios.
I'm excited for the hype.
Are you?
I am.
I'm not.
You know what's sad to think about between now and then? Like I was saying, like with something this large, you have to do some groundwork for it to go into it. J.R.R. Tolkien, they are not.
Did I freeze? I froze.
Yeah.
Call me a sucker. I'm the guy that's paying for the groceries at the end and all the crap there. I'm looking at it like I gotta buy all this stuff that you put at the end of the grocery line here. Yeah, I'm 100% on board. I'm actually excited for something, and we'll see.
Well, we don't know that. They've just been speculating that they held back Deadpool and Wolverine for some surprise in the film or something. No matter what, that Secret Wars has to be bigger than this. Again, this is comparable to Infinity War, and then Endgame leveled up a little bit from there. So there's some that they're going to have to hold back for Secret War because it's like a companion movie thing that they're doing.
Do you think it's going to be on that level, though?
Yes,
that's the problem. No, it's not. But they're attempting to manufacture that level out of thin air. That's the problem they're going to have. I'm not saying they can't pull it off.
Oh shit, Remy, you getting called out.
That's the hurdle.
I think they could do it. I think they could pull it off.
Based on what?
Well, you still have movie history, though. I mean, it's not out of nothing. Like part of the fear. So like the Superman movie, we talked about all the characters that are coming out.
Yeah,
they haven't established any of those, but like these are legit characters that have all been included somewhere. I mean, it's how they're gonna intertwine them is different, but we all know these characters. So
yeah, I guess what I'm saying is they don't have like that forward moving shared plot like this. This movie universe is unique, and no one's ever done what the MCU has done before, which they did ridiculously successfully. Like they changed the movie game. History will never be repeated. They set the high watermark with what they did with the Infinity Saga, where they were telling these individual stories, but they were playing to a bigger narrative that they didn't ignore that narrative. They built on it sometimes in bigger steps, sometimes in smaller steps, but they're building on it nonetheless. We have built on nothing since Endgame. They've attempted to start something and it just didn't go well. So they shifted gears. So we have a bunch of lost plots, characters, threads, and nothing burgers.
Burgers. Nah, but I mean, at the end of it, like you peel all the bullshit away, like it's the multiverse saga, which has failed, and it should have ended with Deadpool and Wolverine when they said, "Hey guys, like our bad, the shit sucks, like let's just move on." And then you're just gonna introduce a giant multiverse movie.
Just to put context to it, and this is the scary part. You know how like I mean, it's no secret the MCU has fallen off. Like whether you still like a project here and there
I
doesn't
disagree,
matter.
dog. Wakanda Forever had the greatest water tower scene in history.
Yeah, well, like just being 100% real, their brand is super damaged.
Yeah.
Like they want it to be one thing and they know it's not that, and they're scrambling to figure out what they can do to stop the bleed and get it back to that. So unfortunately, they've addressed this. They've called themselves out. We fucked up. We went a bad direction. We're going to move forward and we're going to put entertainment first. That's our goal now, because that wasn't their goal. They were very vocal about what their goal was, and that wasn't it. So they made that announcement. Now they're working on this movie, which should potentially be an exciting project. But between now and then, like, we just had the Spider-Man show that didn't do anything. We had the Captain America 4 movie that was a huge flop. The Daredevil show that's kind of split the audience. The Thunderbolt movie, Ironheart, Fantastic Four, the Eyes of Wakanda cartoon, the What If cartoon, Marvel Zombies cartoon, and a Wonder Man live action show, all of which are shoehorning out this year. All of that
I totally forgot about all that stuff.
Now, stay with me here. What do you think that's going to do to their brand between now and this massive undertaking that's going to cost them record-setting amounts of money to make? Like, what is that going to do to the brand? Yeah. Ironheart's just now starting to get promoted, and if I've never seen something pan so hard right from the start. That was supposed to come out before Wakanda Forgettable, and it's just now getting marketed to come out.
Well, they need to make those just like special things and not even like connected to the bigger story. I think with if you look at the images that leaked, like the concept art that leaked,
Lord of the Rings Avengers.
Lord of the Ring Avengers, but it takes place in wherever Doctor Doom, in that universe where everybody is just like old timey days.
I don't think it's just Liberia. It looks like medieval times.
Yeah, they're drinking mead.
Yeah,
and they're eating giant turkey legs.
Like the Russo brothers said, we're out to challenge the audience. And Kevin Feige reports are coming out this week saying he's ridiculously nervous and he's stepping in to oversee this every step of the way, especially after the most recent Russo brothers flop, which, to remind everyone, they've never had anything successful outside of the couple of MCU projects they did.
And a couple of episodes of Community. You're on mute, Nick.
Community was great. I think out of the 26 characters they announced, less than half of them will survive that movie.
I think the majority of them are gone, like in the beginning.
They're going to keep the FF. They're going to keep Thor. I think if Gambit proves to be as popular, he may survive, but I think all the other X-Men stuff is...
I was excited to see Channing Tatum was announced. But that just also lends more to me thinking these are going to be more, a lot of this, not all of it, but a lot of it's going to be comparable to just like small cameo moments included in a scene here, just to set the scene, to establish this is the X-Men mansion. There's Professor X, there's Gambit, they're inside, like the Deadpool joke, what the budget couldn't afford anyone X-Men.
Yeah, and they
closed the door. What, is it just you here? They couldn't afford anyone else on this budget?
I wasn't joking when I had said I wish Jonathan Majors was included. Like everybody,
big UFC fan, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, everybody.
I mean, how do you announce one and not the other?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of intergender matches on WWE. Everybody needs a redemption story, and he's a fantastic actor, man. So even if it's just him in the beginning for like 2 seconds and Dr. Doom walks in and rips his fucking spine out like he did to Thanos and whatever. But I think this is obviously, they're all going to bite the dust, and this is going to lead into Secret Wars. And that's where you have the team of symbiote Spider-Man, possibly. I would like to see Tom Hardy, Deadpool, Wolverine, whatever. I don't know, man. But I said this, and I just hated that whole rollout. I think that shit was whack. What do we do? Remy Q loved it, and I love that Remy Q loved it.
I loved it. Yeah, I'm into it.
I got kind of pissed the morning after because my son came up and he watched it, the whole thing, in like a minute and a half. So.
Yeah, literally after it was done, like somebody sent me the post on Instagram, and it was just like that, and it was just like, "Yo, check this out, this is awesome," and I was just like,
all it takes is one reporter to watch it, and it's posted in real time, where you don't have to sit there and stare at that. That's all that was posted the whole day. as it was
Well,
going.
like you said, it made for some interesting interactions throughout the day in the chat. So
Yeah, it was bad funny. It was legit. It was the MCU Royal Rumble, but instead of every 3 minutes, it was every 10 minutes for 5.5 hours.
it's like every 20 minutes, I think.
No, it was it every 20 minutes?
It was 15.
Every 15 minutes. Imagine that meeting. Yo, we should do this, and everybody's just like, "That's a great idea, Jim." And it's just like, no.
I mean, they posted the video in its real time entirety right afterwards. It's like 2 minutes and some change. It's just a camera smoothly panning all the chairs to Robert Downey at the end. So they just took that and they just froze it on a chair every step of the way for 15 minutes. It's
Yeah,
like 80 or 90,000 people at any one time watching that. So
yeah. I'm 1000% with Evil's comics here. Was not happy to see all the Fox versions. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, they've ruined. I've said this for a long time. They have ruined the rollout of any MCU X-Men. You can't get to MCU X-Men if you keep doing this. It's one or the other.
Yeah, they need to but I think this is the final stamp on this, which it should have been. It should have been. Like I don't understand whatever.
Or the Marvels when you got Beast, or Miss Marvel when you introduced her as the first X-Men in the MCU and or the first mutant in the MCU with the theme song and everything. Yeah, first mutant in the MCU is Kamala Khan.
That's a great way to transition, and this transition is brought to you by, which I forgot at the beginning of this, Spidey's Powder Tumblers. For all your custom-made powder-coated stainless steel tumbler needs, make sure you hit up Jose Gonzalez on Instagram. Just briefly, because then I want to get into this giveaways, and then we're gonna get out of here. Daredevil, because you brought up. What do you mean? 10:30. Oh no, because we throw up the thing and then we talk for another hour. Daredevil episode 5. You guys all watched it? Remy didn't watch it because Remy's behind. He's still on season 1. So it's
the segue.
Nice segue. Oh,
Florida is not welcome.
Nick, Daredevil episode 5. What do you give it on a scale of whatever your rating system is?
A 3. Obviously a filler episode, but I don't understand why they need a filler episode in an 8-episode season.
I don't understand that either. Mark.
Best episode yet. Episode 5. It was awesome getting to see Kamala Khan's ray of sunlight.
Yeah. Oh,
Kamala Khan's father, like a ray of sunshine. I love his humor, his optimism, his positivity. I love the fact that Disney is taking back the rainbow into a symbol of violence with the Rainbow Gang coming in to rob the bank. I like that Matt was happy in this episode, where episode 1 through 4, he's been dealing with some demons, the loss of his faith, the loss of his best friend, the loss of his identity. In this episode, he forgot about all of that. And he was just normal Matt again and happy to be in a bank. I like the fact that Disney is very accurate. And despite the fact that these people are established people with like huge fan bases.
Huge.
They do things like save the world. They do things like work for the government or work for the criminal justice system. One thing they can't do in this universe for 1 second is get a loan. We're doing that again, which is great to see the consistency in this universe. Loans are hard to get. They're hard to fucking get. So I thought it was really cool also watching Matt use some of his abilities. The staircase scene was pretty fun. Watching him crack a safe with that fucker talking in his ear the whole time. That showed just really how powerful his senses are, that he can do 2 things at once.
I can't even walk and chew bubblegum at the same time.
About the episode and all of the episodes is the fact that they give us this crazy cool stinger. They string you along for the whole episode just to trick you at the end and give you this really cool stinger of something happening in the last 37 seconds. And in this case, we got Matt putting on one of the Rainbow Warriors masks himself and breaking someone's leg. And because he broke their leg, that means this was fucking awesome. And we couldn't wait for the next episode. 10 out of 10. Flawless, Disney.
Aside from Mark's sarcasm, I can't wait till the Fantastic Four comes out and we hear the Human Torch has been denied a bank loan.
That's an Anchorman joke.
Yeah.
No, I was being serious. Oh, that was amazing. All that stuff was fantastic. No sarcasm.
You know what I hated? There was a missed opportunity to, what was her name? Kim, the cop, the negotiator, the backup negotiator.
Keeping him out of the bank.
Agent Kim. It should have been Agent Gao from the. You guys aren't reading Miles Morales' run.
No, it should have been the guy who knows magic now. What's his face from the Ant-Man movie?
Michael Pena.
Oh, the dude who played I know you're talking
Jim,
about.
who played Jim on the Office one episode. You don't remember the FBI agent from Ant-Man? Learn how to do magic.
Oh, Jimmy Woo.
Yeah.
No, it should have been Agent Gao, who's and isn't she? Oh, whoever the one is from the Spider-Man video game.
Oh, the one who. Okay.
Yeah, the chief of police. It should have been one of those. It was just like some random ass person. Definitely a filler episode. Whatever. Episode 6 though. Episode 6.
Wait, we're done talking about 5. That shit was amazing.
That's all that needs to be said. Nothing more needs to be said.
I don't want to bring down your joy. You look very happy. I
No,
like.
in all seriousness, all bullshitting aside, I enjoyed the episode as a standalone episode. It brought the series down, and it really just showcased that the struggles that the show went through. Where they made the show, they watched the show and said we can't release this, and went back. They fired the showrunners, came back with new ones, and changed a lot. You can tell that this was part of the original plan or part of the new plan, but it doesn't mesh in with the show. It clearly was a different Matt than we've experienced through the other stuff. Who knows where in the timeline? It was Izzy that told me this morning that he saw where he read somewhere where this was like intended to be an original episode 1, like an introduction because the St. Patrick's Day thing and the timing of it, and also the Matt who hasn't gone through any challenges in this series yet. This was like a roll-in kind of thing, but I don't know about that, but I can definitely see it out of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that I could. Nick, you're muted.
I was gonna say if they rolled that out for the first one, I wouldn't have been hooked.
Nah, I don't think so.
That first 15 minutes.
Yeah, the only thing that hooked anyone was the first 15 minutes, which was an afterthought add-in. Like maybe we should put Daredevil in this fucking show.
Yeah, but I don't agree with Izzy's take that this should have been, or this was probably episode 1, only because
no, it wasn't his take. He had read that. Yeah, just not to put Izzy on blast. He was just telling me that he.
I'm putting him on blast. Right. Motherfucker think he knows everything.
Yeah, that episode did not line up. If it was episode 1, did not line up with St. Patrick's Day, anyways. And that's what I mentioned to him. It would have been before St. Patrick's Day, but all the same, that was smart of Disney to drop 2 episodes in 1 week because they knew they were about to get some bad press, and they did, even from the Disney shows like myself.
Episode 6, though. Episode 6. That was that shit, dog.
Some of it, yeah. Daredevil kicked some ass. Hey, I got a question real quick. Serious question.
Wilson Fisk. You saw when he punched that dude and he went flying at him.
The backhand.
At him. Yo, that backhand. You're like,
I got a serious question though.
Yes. What is your question? I am Wilson Fisk.
How the fuck did Matt know where Muse was?
How did Matt know where Muse was?
Yeah, because when he got off the phone with girl's mom, who called him for some reason instead of anyone else in the world, and a blind lawyer who kind of knows your kid, he put the horn on Foggy's picture and physically ran beeline straight to Muse, period.
Yeah, I mean, the guy found a bullet case.
No. Don't change the subject. How did he know where Muse was?
Yeah, you know blind people who got them senses, dog.
He listened real hard.
Yeah, he just tuned out the world. It was like heard Muse's heartbeat.
Like that scene was so fucking awesome where Muse stops and he looks out the door and just from the light. This is why comets are so dangerous, because you can't see them coming. But when he is just beelining it straight to him, I'm like, oh shit. But the fact, like, I didn't until afterwards. I'm like, how the fuck did he know where he was?
I still go with blind people in their senses. Like I'm riding with that, dog.
Yeah, I mean he literally sniffed Frank out like Scooby-Doo. So
he did.
I went back and looked again. He did.
There you go. Little girl mentioned people were missing from that station following her father's investigation. Mike,
yeah, but what does that have to do with where Muse is? He knew people were missing because the mom said it. The little girl said it. Even his investigator came to him. He's like, hey, Matt, I know that I just showed up in this scene out of left field, but I need to tell you something. There's a serial killer out there. Don't you do nothing about it, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Yo, that scene got me so mad only because every time he kept saying Cherry, my phone thought it was saying Siri, and my phone would be like, yes, can I help you? Because it thought it was saying Siri. You know what I hate? That girl is obviously she's gonna become the next White Tiger, and it's just like
Yeah, that's that old Disney model.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah, the White Tiger. Should we introduce him? Yeah, but kill him and make him a girl.
I want to see her fight Saber.
What about the swordsman?
Battle of the
swordsman? Yeah.
Oh, with the ascot.
With the ass. Yeah.
Yo, you know what kind of threw me off? Just like, yo, how did he find out where Muse was? What threw me off? They printed funeral cards for Foggy in Braille.
Just for him.
They got money like that? Just like a one-off is a one of one?
No, they don't have money like that because we just established in episode 5 that these people don't have money and they can't even get a loan because they have so little money that they got no credit. No credit.
But they can afford Braille funeral cards.
The show was so ass. Like it's on the like just in passing, it's fine at best. It's fine in passing. But when you stop and think about the care and consideration that goes into 90% of the writing and shows across the board, even the ones that aren't entertaining or fun, this is like, I can't even imagine what quality writers who can't get work when they watch shit like this, how legitimately offended and like disheartened they are about trying to get into this industry. When they see the quality of writing that is happening with these blatant errors, plot holes, laziness, all this, and then they're like, how did my script not get picked up? It's crazy.
Oh man, it's funny because I'm like, yo, this episode is dope, and then I'm like, oh shit, man, Mark has a point.
Well, no, the fight scene was cool. The duality, I gave it
back and forth. Fire, dude. Fire.
Yeah, like the idea behind doing that is fantastic, and they did it in earlier episodes too when they were just showing Matt and Wilson going about their day. Again, the concept of that is fantastic, but did it deliver a little bit? Could it delivered stronger had the series been working more? Absolutely.
No, I think it definitely delivered. I loved when Penguin, wow, when
The axe.
the axe was dope because then that was just like that's how he killed his father. He was just like a tool. Yeah, I love
The
it.
coolest part was when he threw it and immediately turned his
Just
back.
going like this.
Yeah, I like how he tossed the axe in and he turned his back to take the couple steps away from the door, just showing how little concern he has for this guy, even with the axe. And then he turns around and kind of adjusts his shoulders just a little bit, like he's like, "I need this. Come on," you know.
You know what was a dope detail as well? And in the first episode, when Matt is talking to Fisk, and he's just like, "Oh, you lost weight. You look good." So Fisk is gaining weight.
Oh God, that was so cringe, bro.
No, but that's his like penguin, not pink. Damn, I keep saying penguin. That's his kingpin costume is like the weight.
That's so cringe.
What?
Like, I'm mad, so I'm getting fat, dude. She ripped the thing like, it looks like
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. He's mad that he's getting fat. So that's when he goes down there to look at Adam. You saw that giant, big ass thing of pasta that he was eating because he's not allowed to do that. Because he's like Ginny Sack. Like
No, I'm not saying he's mad that he's fat. I'm saying because he's starting to get mad, he's getting back to that he's getting back to that kingpin mentality that he never lost in the show to begin with. They don't know how to. The writers are so stupid. They're like, let's just have him rip a suit out of left field because it fit yesterday, but he gained so much weight from yesterday that he's going to rip this.
You saw that giant bowl of pasta? I don't. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yo, shout out to Kingpin. So Bing Bong, this is for the $25 Midtown Comics gift card. So put Bing Bong in the chat. This is for the $25 Midtown Comics gift card. And then we're going to give away the March Linx box, and I'll tell you how that works. I'll remind everybody how that works. And there's a special announcement to go along with that. So
what about the dude coming to push him at his office? He's like, well, I think you should give him 1.8.
Oh,
like giving him shit. Well, make it 2.8. And then the conversation with Vanessa, he's sitting on the bed. He's like, Dipshit came to see me today, and I told him to pay dumbass 1.8. And he's not going like that. No, but
and I taxed him.
I taxed him. Like, this is so stupid. This is so stupid.
He said, "Oh, Wilson, slurp, slurp."
I don't think I ever heard Mark do an impression before.
Stupid. Well, it's easy to do that one.
That was a pretty decent Wilson Fisk. My Vanessa.
A tool can be a powerful weapon.
Give me the gabagool.
Can we get this moving along? I have places to be. What do you mean you need a permit? You just fill in a hole. Here, hand me the shovel. I'll climb in the hole.
We built this city.
Oh no, that's enough.
It looks like I ripped my jacket.
I am fat once again.
I'm getting fat. That means I'm a crime lord, you see? Because for basic people that watch this, think this makes sense.
Statistics show that most crime lords are fat. I'm just putting that out there.
Al Capone was no fitness trainer.
There you go. Shout out to Al Capone. 26 people are entered. We are going to draw for this, and then I am going to talk about that Link Squad giveaway. Where's this giveaway tool? So the way this works, I'm going to draw a winner. I'll issue my Midtown Comics gift card. You have to send me your email address if I don't have it. Send me your email address.
Good luck to everyone.
Bowl of pasta.
What about old Foggy, huh? What did he get?
Oh my God, that was so good. Go back and just really think about how lucky we were to get Bernthal for those couple minutes.
That was like the highlight of the entire season.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Brian. Yo, Bernthal is
I'm a critical son of a bitch about stuff, but I enjoyed it. It's fun for me to be critical. So I was going to apologize if it upsets anybody, but I don't give a shit, to be honest with you. But the Bernthal scene really highlights how good this show could be. People like Bernthal, Charlie Cox, and even though I'm not a big fan of the way that this character is even like conceptualized, Vincent D'Onofrio still sends it. He still reads his lines. He still does his character. He does it well. Bernthal, Charlie, and D'Onofrio are in a different league of quality acting than the entire supporting cast. You have
1,000%.
Literal silver screen actors slumming it on a streaming service with children, and it shows.
I wouldn't go that far, but they're definitely like in a completely different league, man.
Yeah, because Gandolfini's son is terrible.
Yeah, the BB report girl is terrible. Matt's girlfriend is terrible. Like the little legal aid.
Matt's girlfriend, she was on the deuce.
I'm dropping a deuce.
She ain't done nothing to stand out for me.
Yeah, because that's her character. You think she?
All I can think of is kind of the stale. Like, all right, now this is a weird comparison, but it's kind of apt because you mentioned it earlier. I'm thinking about like the scenes with Vanessa and Wilson in her office. What does that remind you of?
Sopranos.
Now compare her to Tony's therapist. The acting, the questioning. Like Tony's therapist, it felt like they really got a therapist to come do these scenes.
Dr. Melfi.
Yeah, she does not feel like a convincing therapist to me. Like, and
I
was just talking to Bart about this because he has the language barrier being from Belgium, where like if I went over to Belgium and I started talking Flemish, they could tell that I wasn't first language. I wouldn't sound believable. I wouldn't be convincing. I couldn't put on a play in a foreign language and be convincing. Like that's how I feel about these people. They're it doesn't seem convincing. I feel like they're putting on a play, say for Charlie Cox, John Bernthal, and Vincent D'Onofrio in some scenes, because he's very charismatic and he's a big character. You know, he's very caricaturish. But the rest of them they seem like stage play actors to me.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, let's get to this. Let's get to this final giveaway, Link Squad giveaway, baby. So for the March Links box, hold on. Oh, why am I my whatchamacallit going? Yeah, Irish Robert was great. So for the March Links box, we are going to give away this $250 credit to Ben Parker Comics Short Box Store. The way this works is Ben has a short box store. Ben was supposed to come on, and he just messaged me that he's not able to come on. Ben has been a lifelong collector. He's been collecting comics for 40 years, and he's liquidating his entire collection. Up on short box right now, there's probably like 100 slabs, all Marvel, but that's because he hasn't put up his entire collection yet. So if the person wins and they want some DC stuff, they want some indie stuff, hit him up, and then you work that out. So like I said, originally on my behalf, I'm putting in my YouTube monthly earnings on this, which is $200. So I put that in. Jose Gonzalez, Spidey Spotted Tumblers, was generous enough to add an additional $50 on top of this to make it $250.
Wow.
Happy to announce that Ben Parker said that he's going to up it to $300.
Shit.
So you go on his short box, you see, hey, I like this, and then you hit him up and be like, yo, I want this. What is that, Nick? Oh yeah, that's the stuff that he has up there. Look, first Gambit signed, Beautiful X-Men signed, Steranko Hulk Annual, Clayton Crane signed.
Goodness.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make a difference because I'm gonna win and get it all.
Yeah.
Buy it all.
Super dope stuff. So all the Linx squad will be entered into this. No, not 550, dog. Not 550, 300.
Whoa, chill.
Oh, let's his prices are super low. He's pricing everything to move.
Some Jim Steranko sign books.
Yeah, we were there for him to get some of those signed at Heroes Con.
Yeah,
I remember standing in the eternal line yelling. Like he was like 10 feet away, but I was still yelling, talking to him. It was a great time.
Man, F Steranko.
Yeah, let's rig this shit. Let's go.
Nah, you don't say that, Remy.
Yeah, Remy Q, baby.
Remy wins now.
Gosh, I hope I win. There's gonna be just some angry people out there.
Listen,
All right.
I don't know.
Shout out to all the Linx squad members that continue to put up with me and support me.
While we're waiting for the winner to be announced, I just want to say I've been having a rough time lately. It's been a rough time. Real rough go of things.
Hashtag fear boner.
I could really use a pick-me-up.
Is it your throat or your throat?
It's my throat. I can really use
Some mouth stones.
Yeah. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Good luck, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck, Linx squad.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, that's a good spin. Good spin. Come on, Remy Q.
The whammies. Hey, Paul.
Kind of funny that there's no DC books in there, huh, Paulie?
Paul, big shout out to Paul, man. Awesome, Paul. Appreciate you. Wow, that was a big prize. And Taylor says, rigged. A small D.
Crazy. $550, not bad.
Not in because it's Linx squad members only.
Appropriate with Taylor Winter. It's got a small D.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh man, that was big. I think for the what is this, March? For the April Linx box, we're probably gonna do a $200 mystery box curated by Adrian APM. I think that's what we're gonna do. I enjoy this whole thing about trying to give back to the community and letting other people eat and making like our community economy just keep going. Like reach out to people within the community. I don't know. That's like keeping it in the family.
Oh, it sounds like communism. Watch it.
It does.
Be careful. It's borderline.
Borderline communism.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm not
My
sure.
books are your books, and this and that.
My D got Nick fingered. Oh,
shit.
If you know, you know.
Jesus Christ. All right, man. So that's it for me. What do you guys got coming? What do you guys got going on? Nick, what do you got going on besides having that air controller gear on your head?
I just got paid today, and I'm thinking about getting back into the YouTube thing. Maybe investing $150 so I have like 5,000 subscribers so I can get myself monetized. And
a lot of people are doing that these days.
That's going around.
Start my channel membership and just really get back into the YouTube thing the right way. Maybe that'll happen tomorrow. I don't know.
I don't condone such behavior, Nicholas. I will have to not mess with you anymore if that were the case. I believe in old school work. I believe in elbow grease and getting your hands dirty and doing things the organic way. I'm not a fan of the pay for play, if you will.
F that.
Remy Q, what you got going on?
Big Nothing Burger. How about that? I got a lot of shit I still gotta watch.
Yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do. You know what? We should all do a collaboration video, not a live. We should do a video and it's just us ASMR style, no talking, just bending our brims.
I don't know if I could do that though.
No, don't do that. That's ruining that.
It don't feel natural to me.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll bend our brims and then we'll, I don't know, go duck hunting or something.
Start wearing flip-flops all the time. Start saying shit like theater.
Duck hunting.
Shout out to Indiana. Mark, what you got going on?
What are you talking about?
No, what you got going on in life? We're trying to sign off, but we don't know how.
Getting geared up for Masters weekend stuff. Then
Whoa!
Karate testing. But like the days are messed up, so I went out of my way to get this weekend off, which now I'm kind of grateful of. His testing's going to end up being on Tuesday night, but now I have this weekend off, which would normally be a work weekend. So I'm just going to try to Wang Chung a little bit and get geared up for this crazy run at work, man. But I've got my new grooming arm in, which I'm really excited about.
What week is that?
Oh, it starts Monday for me. The tournament for 5. So on the 6th is when Monday the 6th is when like stuff starts, and then the end of that week is when the official tournament is. But they have the practice rounds before, they have the chip and wedge, they have the ladies tournament, they have stuff all week long leading up to the actual tournament that'll be televised and stuff. But it's like for me, I'll have like an influx of like 100 and something customers all dropping off.
April or May?
April, all dropping off on Friday the 4th is when everyone will be like the huge drop off day. And the vast majority will pick up on Monday the 14th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it just seems like yesterday from the last one.
Yeah, definitely does.
Oh, wow. Me, we're still doing
this money.
Yo, you got to make that cheddar cheese, dog. That's what it's all about. Yeah, we're still here doing stuff, doing construction in the house and all that stuff.
Big dick energy construction.
Big dick energy. Big red dick energy.
Clifford the big red dick.
The double dick energy.
Golly.
Man, we're doing all that stuff. Yo, today it was funny because it's like, yo, I bought those glasses. I don't know, they're over there. The Ray-Ban, the camera glasses, those shits are amazing. So I'm like just walking around. His sunglasses with the camera, you press the button and it records up to 3 minutes in one go, sends it to your phone. Yo, shit is dope. So up the block, a cop car literally just comes on like the outside of the driveway. So I was just like, yo, what the hell? And I could hear it. 2 more cop cars shoot up the block and then a DT car. And then I was just like, because I'm not a nosy guy. Like I never go outside. So I was just like, yo, give me the glasses. Yo, and I go down and I'm just recording everything like on my sunglasses, like nothing to see here. And then I wind up talking to this guy and I don't know his name, but he lives on my block. I'm not like the most.
You've been neighbors for 17 years.
No, I'm not the most neighborly person, believe it or not. Right? I know that's hard to believe because I am a beacon of positive energy. But when I'm on my block, I want to be left alone. Leave me alone, sir. This guy, when I first saw him, and you guys know this. So in front of my house, his wife had fainted, like just walking. And then we went downstairs to see like if they needed help, got her chair, got her water, whatever. Ambulance came, and she unfortunately passed away right in front of the house in the ambulance.
You have a ghost?
Right in the ambulance?
In the ambulance. No, I mean, I hope she's not a ghost, but it was like the saddest thing in the world. So, but I didn't know that she passed away. They were in the front for a long time, but we didn't know anything. So today, as I'm watching all this cop stuff, like I see the guy and he's just like, oh, hey, remember me, blah, blah. I was like, hey, what's going on? I shake his hand, whatever. And I got my sunglasses recording. And then he was like, oh, like, yeah, remember me? Remember my lady, whatever? Like she passed away. And he's telling me all this stuff. And I feel really bad because I'm recording the entire thing. And it's like he's literally looking at me in the camera. And I deleted it because I was just like, I'm not going to do nothing with this. But it was like the saddest thing ever. And then he's like showing me pictures on his phone and stuff. Like I felt really, really bad for him, man.
Did he cry like?
Damn, dog, this guy's lady just passed away, dog, in front of my house, Nick.
My gosh.
Limited power.
It's just it's not funny. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at this joke that I just read. It's hilarious. It's this really racist joke somebody just sent me. It's really funny. So, had nothing to do with what Nick was laughing at. With some old lady dying on DJ Linx steps. It's like she fell and he started bringing out all these aprons to help her. You wasted 12 fucking aprons on this guy. What the fuck?
Oh man.
Remy, how you talking like this is the first time somebody died on his stoop?
Oh man! Shout out to what's
I think
his
she
name?
was,
Buddy?
she was walking up and she saw the east wing on DJ's house. She was like,
Yeah,
"Oh my lord!" And just she got overwhelmed and fell down.
She had a heart attack. She made it that far in the yard. You know how long that driveway is?
Nah, she 1000% OD'd. It was just like a delayed reaction, dude. That's like 1,000,000% she OD'd. Yo, so then the other thing, oh man, and
Martha's limited power.
yo, this is not part of the show. Like the show's over, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're just talking. This is like backstage nods we're gonna fill you in on. So that dude is with another unsavory woman. And yo, it was like the saddest thing, right? So then she starts talking, and then so what happened on the block? All the cops were there because these 3 young kids punched a female mail carrier, the letter carrier, which is a Fed crime. They like snuffed her, and she's over there with holding the jaw. So then I don't know how this lady talked about all these kids. They do shit, that's gonna get them killed. And it's sad because they're the one. Oh my god, it was so sad. She was like, they're the ones that end up dying, and they're so young. Look at me. I've tried to kill myself multiple times, and I'm still here. Yo, and I'm like, oh shit, man.
Did you clip that too?
Nah, that I didn't got. I got her talking about something else, but I was like, yeah. And look at Austin. Austin's response to all these. No, I'm just kidding. I was putting that before that. All right, so that's me. Go out to dinner tomorrow night with my boy Jose. Hopefully, if he's not being a bitch.
Just make sure that he's not recording, Jose.
Yo, I'm gonna be everywhere. If you see me with sunglasses, dog, this shit is the greatest thing ever. I'm just like, but the whole thing, like, was cool about
World Star.
No, like if people are up on it, so it's the sunglasses, so the camera's on this side, and then there's legit a light. And if you cover the light, like let's say, I want to film Remy Q without him knowing, so if I cover the light, it stops filming. So it doesn't like allow you to do any like creepy stuff. So the light is a sensor. So sorry, Remy Q.
You going out for steaks?
Going out for steaks, dog, and then I'm coming home, rocking my glasses, making movies.
3-minute movies.
Yo, I watched Thunder in Paradise.
Ew, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, man, it was fantastic. Every second of it. The scantily clad women.
Hold up, wait a minute. Scantily clad women. Hold up, we got to throw some applause in for that.
It literally starts with like the smallest bikini girls and like the music playing, like close-ups on them. You get a lot of that through the movie, but like the machismo action, the ridiculous physics of like this is just a regular speedboat that they go under into the insides, and it's like as big as like his fucking room. There's a jet ski in there that he shoots out. It's amazing. I hadn't seen it as a kid, but
speedboat from the outside.
Yeah,
and you go in and it's just like
the Titanic.
Jesus Christ, Nick wouldn't get that
and everything.
What?
But
you wouldn't get the
it was fantastic. The music, all the different wrestlers that guest appear in it, and Sam Jones is the bad guy. Flash Gordon is your main villain in it, not as Flash Gordon, but the same actor. It's just good, man. If you watched it back in the 90s, it's enjoyable to go revisit it. It's not a quality picture, but damn, it's fun.
Speaking of Flash Gordon, I saw Flash Gordon recently, and I was just like, yo, this shit is amazing. Talk about cheese.
The 80s one?
Yeah, Flash Gordon.
It's a blast. It was really well done.
Still got to get chills when they're up and they start flying with the angel people.
Yeah, exactly, Brian. There's 3 of them and a television show. They got like one season of a TV show. I was just thinking of like stuff from my childhood that I used to throw the VHSs in all the time, and Thunder in Paradise popped in my head. I'm like, I'm gonna watch that. And then
that's what you used to watch in your childhood?
I watched Suburban Commando, Thunder in Paradise. I mean, I watched a ton of stuff, but those are like cassettes that we had, like those are VHS that we had on. My brother would rewatch a lot because you got to think it's fast paced, it's adventure. They got the treasure map on the necklace. It's a lot of stuff kids would be into. Plus, like kids, like I mean, we're little boys. We like seeing like women in bikinis. You know, like that was like
that was a shit, dog.
Yeah, like look at that.
You know how many times I paused Nightmare on Elm Street 3, the nurse scene where she takes Jesse's tongue and like he's like on the bed like that when it's really Freddy.
How many times? Tell us.
A lot. Freddy got them things on him. Freddie got the bangs.
Why did you pause it though? For what? For what reason?
To see them things.
Like, see them things.
Yo, Freddie got them with the front bags. That's what Theo called
Front bags.
Yeah. Oh man. As a kid, you know what I watched? Maniac Cop. And on that note, that's it. We're gonna call it. I just killed the entire vibe.
Yeah, it made me think about all kinds of like
Oh shit,
movies,
vibe is coming back.
especially like direct to video movies from the 90s. Like this sounds crazy, but like this was really fun movies. They're called the Buttercream Gang. They weren't like in theaters, but it was like two of them. And it's basically like a Goonies-esque movie, like a group of friends that
Buttercream Gang.
yeah, like just go watch a trailer. I mean, like I said, it's going to sound crazy. Like I don't even know how it got the name, but it's kind of Goonies-esque, especially the
Don't
second
Google
one.
it, DJ. Don't Google it. Don't Google that.
Not the Cream Pie Gang, Remy. Different thing.
The Buttercream Gang.
Yeah. Oh, look at Tapia.
Yo, this is a documentary based in Rikers Island.
No, I don't know about that one. This is a movie from 1992. It was like direct to video stuff. It was like kid friendly like movies and stuff. And I don't know where like mom found these things. These are like movies like my mom found for us. My dad had me like watching Starship Troopers and shit. But my mom, like, she's school teacher, church lady. She didn't do so. She found all these other things, and like some of them were really good, especially if you're a kid, because like they're out like on these crazy adventures with treasure maps, looking for stuff, going through museums. It's like old school National Treasure type shit, but super cheap.
It's funny, in my house, it was the opposite. If it was up to my dad, he would have me watching like Billy Swagger or whatever his name is, the church guy, and my mom was the one letting me watch whatever the fuck I wanted.
Yeah.
What was Jimmy Swagger, right? That was the name of the
Jimmy Swagger.
Jimmy Swagger. Oh man, that he was a pastor on TV every Sunday, sweating his ass off, and he was banging prostitutes. Oh, what is that?
I got a dip, fellas. I love you guys.
Remy, we love you, dog. That's new?
No, it's not new. It's from 2008. But it's a very R-rated for violence Turok movie.
Yo, is that streaming anywhere? On
you can watch it on YouTube free of charge.
Oh, I need to watch that tonight.
But if you enjoy like the DC animated stuff, same energy, pacing, storytelling, but this is violent. Like people be getting like fucking cut to pieces and like savage.
The more pieces, the better.
Yeah, people getting eaten by dinosaurs. Now this is like the Dell stuff. He's not in modern times. It's like the Indian in the 1800s that gets sent to the Lost Land. Yeah, J-Med watched it last week. We got a handful of people checking it out now.
J-Med watched that while he was shuffling through the mash cans, dog.
I'm still waiting. I checked my mail today, J-Med. I guess it got lost.
I'd like to be able to check my mail for some of those lyrics as well.
Yeah, that's a good story, man. I can't wait to people get to read that and hold it in their hands.
I'm gonna be pushing the shit out of it on my channel when it comes time for the Kickstarter.
That 1000%.
This dude don't have his own platform, so he's gonna have to abuse our platforms. It's with those movie posters. He sent me movie posters like I guess like about a year ago. I haven't taken them out of the mail. I haven't opened them, man. What do you expect of me?
Yo, I sent Mark a package the other day and I was just like, yo, there's a sticker on it. That means it's about this. You need to open it.
That hasn't come in yet to my knowledge.
Yeah, no, it hasn't. It hasn't. Talking to the cover artist tomorrow. Oh, Dip, son. Oh, Dip. Shout out to Ethan Van Sciver.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody was just like, I think it was in the thing. I was just like, yo, I need a good, was it Flash? So I was like, yo, I need a good Flash story. And somebody was just like, oh, yeah. Yo, I literally went to go buy it in Midtown Comics. And then I saw his name on the thing. I was just like, nah, I put it back.
Don't even do that. Get the goddamn book.
Nah, I was just like, nah.
Yeah, dude, some of the best Flash stuff of modern times. He's just like Green Lantern. You want the best Green Lantern stories that changed the game? He drew them. Jeff Johns wrote them. He drew them.
Oh, Jeff Johns wrote them.
Yes, Ethan Van Sciver is not a writer. He's the artist.
I don't know.
Despite how you feel about him, he's undeniably amazing.
No, I didn't know that. I thought he actually wrote it. I didn't
You know
know.
what's funny? Like the
I'm in
Flashpoint
love with
stuff,
Jeff Johns from the Geiger and Redcoat stuff.
like popular the Flashpoint storyline is for Flash. Like as they use this over and over in the TV shows and the movies and the cartoons, Ethan's just catching checks.
Wow. Question. Absolute Flash. Is it worth it?
I enjoyed it. I would say based on you not wanting to start new titles, I would suggest that you wait and see how it pans out. The first issue they don't reveal a lot, kind of like how with Superman and Wonder Woman, they're trying not to do an origin, so they just throw you into a story. And they haven't revealed like the source of his speed yet. They're doing this weird thing. You don't even understand if he's like time hopping or if he's a speedster. You don't have enough details yet to know if it's something you'd want to invest in if you're not naturally into it beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, I bought it and I
I
bought it and I filed it. Like I was like, I'm not gonna.
Oh no, you should definitely read it if you have it. Like I thought it was ridiculously interesting. It's Jeff Lemire, so it's got like that indie feel to superhero stuff because he's not doing like an established character. He's getting to reimagine this, so it's pretty cool.
Martian Manhunter, Absolute Martian Manhunter #1. I'm hearing great things about. I bought it too, and I wasn't going to read it, but it's on. I left it on my desk. Like I'm gonna read it.
Yeah,
I heard it
definitely
comes
not
with-
a superhero book. Just straight up.
Comes with a pill too. I heard.
Comes with a what?
It comes
pill.
with a tab, my dude, not a pill. Nick, tell me you've never done acid without telling me you've never done acid. It comes with a pill.
Oh shit!
I don't feel bad.
Don't touch it. It'll seep through your skin if you touch it with your fingers.
Sorry.
Yeah, I am too, AR. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I think Martian Manhunter is going to be interesting. It had 120,000 copies sold before release. It was the first Absolute comic that was solicited as a 6-issue miniseries versus an ongoing, and they've extended it to a 12-issue based off of its pre-sale numbers. But
Which I'm kind of iffy about that because that means they had a beginning, middle, and end with the 5-issue arc or the 6-issue arc, and now they're extending it. So I feel like sometimes they water it down a little bit, but I'm hoping that's not the issue. Like with Swamp Thing, a few years ago.
Yeah,
Hey, maybe he'll go to the bank.
But what we saw, what happened with Ron v. Swamp Thing, it didn't get watered down. They started it saying, all right, because like most comics are written to be put into a trade paperback later, so they'll write 3 to 6 issue arcs. So having that 3 to 6 issue arc doesn't affect what comes next. You just write what comes next. So the only thing is, my thing is, I think a lot of people are going to drop this book because you have superhero DC people picking it up, and it's so far outside of the conventional realm that I think the audience for this book is really your indie fans that don't know they need to be picking it up yet. Hopefully they'll find it because it slaps for that kind of read.
Speaking of slaps, that Absolute Wonder Woman, dog. Yo, I was like
10 out of 10.
Bro, I'm sitting in the car. Well, we're not gonna blow it up. We're not gonna, because Nick is reading it. But yeah, I'm sitting in the car and I'm reading some books. I get to Absolute Wonder Woman. I'm like, cool. I'm really excited for it. So it's always in my top 3 whenever it releases that week. Yo, I just open it and I see the art and I'm like, what the fuck? So I just turned the page. I was like, oh, what is this? And that's why I read it and I posted the picture, and then Mark broke my heart. He was like, yeah, he's only there for 2 issues.
2 issues. It's going to be like it's kind of like driving a car that's breaking down and you go and you get a new car.
Like the loaner.
And you get a brand new car, 2025, brand new car. It's yours. You finally, done made a come up. You got heating and air in it now. You ain't got to ride with the windows down. Nice cushiony seats, full tank of gas. And 2 days later, someone steals your car and leaves you a pair of broken roller skates. That's how we're going to feel.
Yeah, he's stupid. Yo, I that story. Yo, it's crazy how Wonder Woman is becoming one of my favorite characters based on Absolute Wonder Woman and then the regular Wonder Woman story, which is, I think I got
Tom
2.
King. Say his name.
Tom King, baby. Tom King. Yo. Yes, sir, Paul. You won, sir. I'll give you
$150.
Yeah, no. Yo, yeah, Paul, you won the $75 giveaway. I'll let you know the details either tonight or tomorrow, Paul, of how to move forward. Yeah, it's legit. Like, I freaking love Wonder Woman, and I thought I would never say that. Like, Wonder Woman, like, I'm enjoying her stuff now more so than Superman, absolute Superman, Batman, absolute Batman. I'm just like in love with the whole Wonder Woman thing. Like she is such
Great vibes right now across the board.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy how different these two interpretations of Wonder Woman are, but it's you
Yeah.
still feel like it has the same essence. This is still Diana.
1000%, and that essence is kindness and compassion. Like everything she's doing is with kindness and compassion. And I think like I enjoy it because I wish that's how the world was, because that's real traits that people can emulate as opposed to like flying and this and that and the other thing.
Yeah, and for me, like I it reminds me almost every time of Wonder Woman from the Snyderverse, how she
Yes.
looks at the world through this childlike optimism and hopefulness, and
Yes, Queen.
While all the while, don't take my kindness for weakness.
no.
Oh yeah, she'll fuck some shit up.
Yeah. That music just plays in my head through these books. Start fighting, I hear that in my head.
Yo, oh shit! Like,
Yeah, dude, man, like there's just so many good books out right now. Have either of y'all dove into New Gods yet?
nah, I know you keep saying it. I'm gonna wait for the trade.
I read
Please
the first issue. I didn't enjoy it as much as Challengers the Unknown.
Challengers is shockingly good. Issue 4 of Challengers was kind of stale compared to 1 to 3, but I don't understand why that book's so good. That's only a 6-issue minis. New God will be 12 issues. But I got to tell you, that New God story, issue whatever it was 4 that came out, like I dropped the book 2 times, like just like holy fuck.
Is that penultimate to the first story arc?
6, I'm assuming, unless it's Ron V writing it, and if history holds true, this dude doesn't write in 6-issue story arcs. If he's doing a 12 issue, it's going to be a 12 issue straight through, like he did with Detective, like he did with Swamp Thing. Like he's going straight through, which I hope he does.
Yeah, we still need Mark and DJ to watch it.
Yo,
It's on my list.
I'm telling you, episodes 6, 7, and 8, incredible.
So the issue and why I haven't watched Invincible season 1, I watched it when Mrs. Linx wasn't home or whatever. So I think I was like, I don't know, sick for 2 days, or I called out sick, whatever. I'll be honest, I like watching TV shows with her. Like just sitting on the couch next to me, dog. But so she has no interest in anything animated, like adult animation, unless it's hentai.
Okay, I was going to ask that question legit.
Gosh, you can't even get to that unless there's like a vagina with teeth, like from Legend of the Overfiend or Wicked City. No, but she's not into like the animated TV shows at all. And it's just like I just enjoy like watching, like just sitting next to each other on the couch, even if we're not saying anything, like whatever. Like we started watching American Primeval the other day. I was just like, yeah, let me just put it on just to see.
I still gotta watch.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. But it's funny how she's like she likes anything that's like old timey.
Yeah,
old timey royalty, like fancy stuff. So she'll Bridget
like the Tudors kind of stuff.
No, anything that has to do not like Tudors or anything ancient Rome, just like Versailles, anything that happens to do with French royalty. And like, I am the
she likes watching people starve, is what you're telling me.
That and watching French people bang, apparently. Like I walked in, I was just like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" But I just watch porn. Like every 5 minutes, you're watching. Like,
why is there so much?
It's not my fault. That's where you just walk in. It's just like, what the hell?
I mean, there is a lot of good TV on now. I mean, Severance, Reacher just wrapped up yesterday.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet. Did it end strong?
You want to talk about a fight scene to end all fight scenes?
We know it's coming.
Reacher and the big guy.
Reacher and the big guy.
I like how he's got his cage rattled. This is the first time since Alan took over the role of Reacher that we've seen someone rattle his cage.
Yeah,
if that dude didn't rattle his cage, like that would have been like stupid. Because that guy,
you have the stereotypical thing, like he's not Reacher's not the best because he's the biggest. He's the best because he's the best. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. None of that's in play. This dude's legit got him rattled.
Reacher was solid. Austin LeMay says solid.
When he got knocked down with one punch, like he's faster than I expected. Won't happen again.
He handled him like a little baby. To put it that way.
Like a baby bird.
Did you go bendito?
No, not for Reacher.
Not for
the thing about Reacher though is like it's next season they're gonna have to change it up a lot because it's like a lot of the same thing. You know what I mean? It's just
You know, Alan talked about that in an interview that I saw where he was talking about season 2 and working on season 3 because apparently he watches a lot of the feedback and response stuff. And while they're making it in real time, they're trying to address some of the direct criticisms because they want to make the best show they can for the fans. So hopefully like 1 was amazing, but hopefully from season 2, which I think we might have hit, like it was good, but I still think that's going to be the series low point for however long they take this. And I think they're paying attention, they're listening, they're looking, and they're actively working on those things like the fight scenes and the storytelling and stuff. And I think it also might be limited as well by the material because they're trying to directly adapt books. So some books are just going to be stronger stories than others.
Yeah, this one they had a few different points where like the humor was different. You can tell the story was a little different in terms of like Neely's role was a lot bigger, and she's gonna have her own show soon too. And I think that's
I saw that there was they had a spin-off or something, right? Of the chick.
Yeah.
I mean the woman. I mean the character. Like
she was badass when she was letting that dude just bleed out. He's like, call an ambulance. Why? And she starts eating her cereal.
That was hilarious. I was like, I've never seen it done like this before.
Then she calls him. She's like, all right, just let you know, it'll take him 7 minutes to get here. You'll be dead in 1. So just keep eating your cereal.
Womp womp.
Mark, when are you gonna watch The Shield?
When are you gonna watch Justified?
Let's make a deal. I'll watch Justified starting today.
Both on the same streaming service.
Yeah, well, that's why I picked Justified. And both with some of the strongest career performances by Walton Goggins. Because when you hear his name, you think of The Shield. When I hear his name, the first thing I think of is Justified, where he played Boyd Crowder, his most recognizable.
You haven't seen The Shield. Now, have you seen The Shield? You're just going to think of Shane Vendrell.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it'll be interesting for us just to watch like very comparable shows, you know. So hopefully we both enjoy both of them.
I think take a look at a man and
oh God, I need to see this.
rail the shit out of me.
Jesus Christ.
How many seasons are in The Shield? There's 3 or 4 in Justified, not counting the revisit they did, which you don't need to watch.
I think there's 8 seasons of The Shield, 12, 13 episode seasons up until like the last season, which is long. Yo, legit one time for I think it was season 7. Yo, I don't know how, but I was able to get the entire season before the season leaked. But it was, I guess it aired in like France or whatever first. Yo, legit with the subtitles and everything, but at least the voice acting was in English. Yo, I was so fucking hyped.
89 episodes.
89 episodes of shit. Yo, and it's bruh. Like, Nick, you've obviously seen it. You hold it in high regard, right?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be tough to rewatch because of the way they shot it, like
that light flare effects and stuff like that.
But it held up. I've tried to restart it. I've got through season 1.5, and I just stopped for some reason. So I'm going to pick it up again.
Yo, it is amazing when you talk about TV shows, because FX doesn't get a lot of props when you talk about like the TV renaissance. HBO gets a lot of props, and Sopranos
FX dominated, man.
Yeah, Sopranos, because then you think about Soprano, I'm not like Sopranos, Oz, The Wire, but in the adult like things that pushed TV forward, Sopranos was first, The Shield was second. Like as far as just like time goes, and the Shield pushed the NYPD Blue doesn't get a lot of props either, and that shit was fire.
But you had like Sons of Anarchy was massive.
Another good one too.
Massive. Like, I mean, ridiculously massive.
Nah, that should jump the shark during season 3. Like when they went to Ireland or whatever. And Jax, he had an accent, he didn't have an accent. He had an accent, he didn't have an accent.
I'm saying that show, like, despite what you and I agree, and despite how I feel or think of season 3, that show was massive. Because I worked at Movie Stop. I was a store manager at Movie Stop for years, and through that television renaissance. So I was there, like, as people were coming in to reserve these things, I was ordering the copies of these to sell. Dude, no one was out selling FX. HBO wasn't even out selling FX at the store.
So Sons of Anarchy takes place in the same universe as The Shield.
Really?
American Horror Story is another one. The early seasons of that were huge.
Humongous. And with Ryan Murphy. Yeah, but Sons of Anarchy takes place in the same because it's in California. All the gangs are the same. So they have like the 1-9ers and shit in the Shield. Remember when who was the big 1-9er? Either Sticky Fingers or Tretch from Naughty by Nature.
I think it was both of them, wasn't it?
Oh, that's right.
You know another one that was really big? It wasn't as big as Sons of Anarchy, and it's fallen off a lot of people's radar, but Rescue Me and
Oh, that was such a great show. I love that show.
Nip Tuck was big for FX.
Nick Tuck was crazy.
Did you just say Nick Tucks?
That too.
Oh shit! You ever did that in front of the mirror?
All right, guys. We'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by. Love y'all.
All right, we out. Yo, we love y'all. Have a good weekend.
I'm not continuing that conversation after backstage either.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh man. All right, let me go. Outro. We love y'all. Peace. Peace in the Middle East.
Oh shit. Tretch was a gang.
I bet what?
Tretch was a gangster on The Sopranos too. Remember Bobby Bacchiolari shot him in the leg too?
No, he wasn't a gangster. He was
a rapper. Yeah,
he was a rapper trying to get because the other dude was getting like more props. So Bobby shot him in the ass.
Lord Jamal.
Yeah, Lord Jamal's bitch ass.
He was in The Wire too, wasn't he? Not The Wire.
Oz. Yeah, he was on Oz. That dude is just like he went off the deep end. But anyway, all right, we out. Everybody have a good weekend. Thank you for coming out. Damn, we went to 11:06. Adios mío. Adios mío. All right, we out. Love you guys. Peace.
Infamous Illuminati.
12 or 13 autographs are going to be in this bundle, and you're going to have the piece that for me is the nearest and dearest to my heart. So we're down to 10 seconds. Hopefully somebody gets it, puts a smile on their face. And do we got a winner? Who's the name? Austin Lemmy. Austin was there at the very beginning, wasn't he? Wasn't it Austin at the beginning? It's a different Austin. Two Austins. Oh, there's lots of Austins at Whatnot. This isn't the same Austin from the very beginning, because the very first guy who bought one was Austin, wasn't it?